Beneath the stone walls of one of Scotland's most iconic castles, archaeologists uncovered a centuries-old mystery, a skeleton buried deep beneath Stirling Castle. Who was he? How did he die? And what was he doing buried so close to power? The answers would stun even the experts. Today, we're diving into the incredible discovery of a medieval knight believed to be Sir John de Strichley, and how modern science brought his 700-year-old story back to life. In the early 1990s, during essential conservation work on Stirling Castle's Great Hall, a team of archaeologists unearthed something completely unexpected: skeletons, specifically 10 medieval burials, including one that immediately stood out. The skeleton belonged to a man between 25 and 35 years old. He was tall for his time, muscular, and bore the telltale signs of a violent life and a violent death. This individual had old wounds and healed fractures, brutal new injuries that likely caused his death. Sword slashes to the head and defensive wounds on the arms told the story of a final, deadly battle. Clues pointed toward a man of high status. He was buried close to the castle's chapel, an honor reserved for nobles, clergy, or warriors of distinction. Radiocarbon dating placed his death around the early 1300s, just as Scotland was embroiled in the Wars of Independence. But identifying a single person after 700 years, that's where history meets forensics. Researchers eventually narrowed down the list of possible candidates to one likely figure: Sir John de Strichley, a knight from England, known to have fought and possibly died during Edward II's campaign in Scotland. With advanced forensic reconstruction, experts were able to rebuild his face from the skull. Using CT scans, tissue depth markers, and digital sculpting, they recreated the face of a man last seen over 7 centuries ago. The final result: a strong-jawed man with deep-set eyes, likely hardened by years of war. For the first time in centuries, people could look into the eyes of a medieval knight, not a statue, not a painting, but the real man behind the armor. Sir John de Strichley lived and died at a time when Stirling was a focal point in the war between Scotland and England. He may have fought in the sieges that shook the castle's very foundations. His violent end, then buried with honor inside the castle grounds, suggests he died in service to the English crown, perhaps defending the castle, or falling in one of Scotland's attempts to reclaim it. While not much is known about Sir John's personal